Your husband's a pilot. It must be so amazing you get all the free flights. It sounds amazing, but I'm gonna take you guys through a full day of flying standby. We're flying to Florida today, and a lot of people don't understand quite how standby works, so I thought it'd be fun to show you kind of like the process of how you get through. So we're starting in Oklahoma, and we always take the first flight out. So it's 5 a.m. Well, it's actually like 4 a.m. We always take the first flight out just because we've learned as the flights trickle down throughout the day, they get fuller. Flights get backed up, so it's always good to get out as soon as you can. So we currently have 11 seats available, 5 standby, which are all 5 of us. So this flight's looking pretty good. I think we're gonna get on. And then once we get to the next destination, we have to recheck because flights are always changing. Literally, they change minute to minute. Here's my standby crew. You don't have to technically get to the airport any earlier than you would for any other flight, but once you get here, you normally check in with the gate agent and just ask her, you know, if you have any questions, tell her you have minors, you want to be sat together. That's kind of how it goes. So right now we're just kind of waiting to see if we get on this flight. About 15 minutes before the plane boards, and we just got ticketed, so we will for sure get on this flight. We have seats. Once you have seats, you are guaranteed on the flight. So one leg is down, we're headed to Texas, so we'll check back with you once we get to Texas. Okay, we made it to Houston. Our flight that we were supposed to get on in Houston was overbooked. We are finally in Florida. We got our car. Now, a lot of you might be asking, why did you choose to get a car versus wait for more flights or look for more flights? So every flight we looked at after the one that we missed, or that we didn't miss, but the one we didn't get on, only had 2 to 3 seats availability, and so it was really no guarantee that we would get on. Sometimes you can get on flights with that little of availability, but like I said, we have to be at our destination by tomorrow morning, and so we really couldn't chance it. There was no flights out that would get us there. So I just didn't want to take the chance, so I decided let's just rent a car. So we have about a 4.5-hour drive. So we got our car and we're gonna drive along the coastline. It'll be fun, we'll make it fun, but that's sometimes how. A few hours later, we just got to our destination. We are now in sunny Florida, which we were in Florida before, but we are now in Fort Lauderdale, which is where we need to be because tomorrow we get on a cruise. But anyways, the whole trip ended up costing me with the car rental an extra $120, and then we ended up getting into Fort Lauderdale 4 hours before we would have possibly gotten on that flight, maybe not. So technically we still saved time by driving. The chance you take flying standby, but we made it, everything's fine. Us to fly my whole family here without doing standby, it would have been over $4,000. So it doesn't always go as planned. Sometimes it can be really stressful, but in the end, when you get there, it's way cheaper.